available, right? No more Kimmy, Harif to be exact.
Oh yeah.
I think Cho is a good shout.
Very good flex pick as well. That when it comes to the second ban phase as well, at least you can hold up all your you can hold up your cards. You don't have to reveal everything here. And that's the beauty of Cho. So locking in Cho, pretty decent. And Kaya as well. There it is.
So you know, Cho, like you said, flex pick and flex picks are really good. You can throw people off. We'll see what PSG has. The Lunox that locks in straight away, and Akai. Solid pick from PSG RRQ, but it has shown time and time again, Evos Singapore, they do not prioritize that Lunox. They prefer Harley because maybe Bambi feels like they are more versatile. Now, Minotaur getting locked in, that means it's going to be a fighter show. Both teams with their tanks, I think PSG RRQ is going to ban out the Harley here.
Yeah, that would probably be a really smart pick to get rid of Harley. I mean, in terms of mages, you might as well knock them down a notch just so that you go for the suboptimal ones, even though they still can make an impact and they're actually kind of difficult to deal with it. I mean, Gushin will still be on the table. I don't think Evos wants to ban it out for the double mage composition, but we're just gonna have to see how they want to play this out. The more important thing is whether Evos want to lock in the Leo more early on or not.
Yeah, that's the Harley ban.
Your team is banning.
Do you think they might ban out the Damus and play the Leo bot? No, I mean they won't
potentially.
Ban why would they play the Leo bot?
No, ban out the Thalmos and then pick Leo more for themselves.
I mean, they already have the fighter show. So
could be.
It could be a double fighter composition. It comes out to. Okay, we have a bit of time. I have this really cool fun fact. If you look at Tuturu's name, that's actually the full name of PSG RQ. It's PSG RQ 02. Because 02 is their sponsor. I just want to say this once because it's a super long name. So the full name of their team is
here we go.
Paris Saint-Germain, Rex Rickham Kren, Oxygen. It's actually a lot of syllables.
Yeah, that's a lot of syllables.
I just did, you know what? PSG RQ, I just did you a really good favor. I did your full branding there.
Full branding.
But Claude getting banned out because they do not want to give that over to Tuturu and picking up the other S tier marksman, which is the carry. Pretty standard. They could have done one or the other. Looks like So is saying that I want to carry more than Claude.
That's true. That is true. PSG RRQ going to be locking in Thamus as well as the Lancelot.
Solid picks. Solid picks. A lot of fighters here, and that Tuturu. I think Tuturu will be playing that Thamus. He has been picked. He picked that yesterday as well. So there is a lot of strong picks. Now going on, last one. Ace. What do you think they're going for? They need a mage here. Kagura. No, it is going to be a Gushin. Oh boy, Bambi. He's gonna pop off.
It's gonna be up to him to find these here, and we talked about this before. That Bambi has this what you like to call the X factor.
Yeah, the X factor.
And I find it very interesting because a lot of the players, they find these windows of opportunity that not a lot of players notice, and you only have a split second to act upon it. And in many cases, somehow Evos are able to find these windows and capitalize on it so much that it becomes kind of difficult to predict whether or not they're able to really pop off or not.
So okay, both drafts. All good.
Yeah.
Okay, set, all set. It's like, you know, you gotta get set. All right. Are you ready to run?
Yeah, I'm ready to run.
But who do you think has the better draft? Who are you preferring here?
I am slightly leaning towards... I have to admit, I'm slightly leaning towards Evos only because their team fighting capabilities are extremely strong here. It's kind of up to Lancelot to do a lot of outplays to dodge quite a few abilities if he wants to be extremely effective.
Yep.
And that's going to be like the big factor that you need to want to make sure you know whether or not they're going to pop off or not.
Yep, but that is it because this is the game. ESG RRQ against Evos SG. And guess what? It's an elimination game to boot. All stakes are on deck. It's like they are going to start things up slow and steady here. Here's RRQ. Yep, I am Jago on that Lancelot. Same goes to slowly playing that down as well. Nothing different.
Yeah, nothing different on the starts. They're going for a very standard because I mean, I remember yesterday when they were up against Bigatron, the first game was super sloppy. So hopefully this isn't the same case here, and they are just back up to form and they're ready to take on PSG RRQ because we know that these guys are super consistent.
Also, Guru wants to go for the steal. Does he get it? I don't think he does. He got to steal only level 2, but remember, all PSG RQ is here. Now, grab on top side. The bottom side crab getting contested as well. I think it's just going to be a crack fit.
Yeah, crab fit at the moment. I mean, overall, it's just going to be like this for the most part of the game. I feel like it's going to be standard. I don't think they're going to go for anything too flashy. They're going to go for look for holes to invade and actually punish them. because it looks like they're doing exactly what they want to do. Evos do find a slight hole. Hopefully they can take this out without being noticed. Yes, they do on the bottom side with Gushing picking up one of the camps and is still able to go to mid lane. Slight EXP, but always good, especially if you are the mid laner.
Yeah, I just want to remind all the viewers that we know about the sound issue because there's actually no sound. We are trying to fix it ASAP, so just bear with us. Apologize for it. You know, people need to start things off. Hopefully there's no more issue. We fix. Oh, I am Jago does get caught up. The Thorn knows that. That's
resurrecting soon.
And guess what? Straight away. Actually, Potatoes playing with Gushing.
Yeah, that's actually kind of different. That gives Bambi a lot of options. Ooh!
The flex pick coming through. This is Bambi's show.
Yeah, this is Bambi's show, and again, that X Factor might be right here, right now.
Oh my
plays!
God! The flicker, Jig couldn't knock up, but now they have overstepped their bounds a little bit, and they go down 2-2. The kill score. Now, I just got an update. We unfortunately will not be able to fix until after the game, so bear with us for game 1, but game 2 it will be fixed. No worries about that. But with that being said, let's go back to the game. DPR kill, got the kills. Looks like they are going to go on.
Yeah, I think Evos was getting a little too flashy there. I mean, the play could have worked if the rotation wasn't there by PSGR. They did assume that one person was there and was not really baiting it out, but very good play by PSGR, making sure that their rotation was clean, making sure they had the backup, and they profited off of it quite a bit. But still, goal differentials aren't too far apart.
2500, and you know, one small team fight, maybe one guy getting caught out, that's going to be the difference. But you know what, PSGRQ, they are a strong team. Maybe that small little difference is enough to make them a big gap.
Yeah, we'll just have to see, but I'm really interested to see how Bambi is going to be playing on this show here, because he's going to have to be 2v1ing for the most part of the game. What's happening on bot side?
Bambi, he's actually pretty low, he goes down.
Ooh, just as I say it as well.
Yeah, 2v1 is pretty hard to play around, but we can see Gushing and Kaya slowly making their way to the bottom side. They do not want to give this turret up for free. Potato doesn't have the rest of the gets stunned up, and oh, Giant Jungle gets it, but oh, they got James instead in the top side as well. Wow. RQ dropping down a couple of members here and there, but they are losing a lot of them.
Yeah, but also on the top side of the map, JPL does go down, which, I mean, the moment you lose your support, and as well as the 2v1, especially if you are the carry, there's not too much you can do.
But PSGRQ already down off with a 1,000 gold lead. But if you talk about this, there's a lot of fights here. PSGRQ, Lemon trying to salvage the best first hit. Assault is online, trying to spam it out. Everyone's really low. Ace is super low. He's trying to get away. He should be safe for now. He will be able to walk away. Looks like PSGRQ, they're not looking for a dive. Evos is just going to concede this turret and let them walk away.
Now, people might be thinking, oh, they're getting objectives, they're clearly getting far ahead, but you have to remember that Potato, as of right now, he's got 3 kills on him in comparison to the rest of PSGRQ. Luckily Bambi was able to get out of that. He's got 3 hits, should be able to defend the turret. And yeah, when you're funneling so much gold into Potato, he's going to be the playmaker, he's going to be the one who's going to decide how it's going to work.
So getting caught out, but mid lane, that's going to be a huge one. Do they want to go for it? Here comes the wild shot. JPL already very low. He does have great bomb, but he's in turret range. He's tanking the turret all as well. He goes down just like that, but oh, they're not done. You can see Kaya using the divine general trying to drag it and swoop Potato down to safety, but was not able to do so. PSGRQ starting their ignitions, putting it into second gear already.
Yeah, and you can tell PSGRQ are just outclassing the sidelines, punishing them for like the most minuscule of mistakes, and the moment they get that solo queue, rotations are so easy, and they profit again in the mid lane, knocking out so many members. This is not looking good for Evos.
Yeah, PSGRQ working like a well-defined clock. They went to take the mid turret and then took that little small turtle. And you know what? Why not grab a buff of Evos?
This is, honestly, it's kind of difficult for Evos to traverse the map now that they've lost all their tier 1s. This allows PSGRQ to easily take jungle camps whenever they want. They can pressure them off of a lot of areas because there's too many blind spots to really protect themselves when you don't have the guardian tower of the tower itself to protect you.
Yep. Bambi at the moment is very safe. He's 1-2-1. He's not doing any mistakes, but the thing is that he's being, I guess, restricted, suppressed, because they're putting so much emphasis on the top lane. PSGRQ gonna take another turret. The rotation from this Indonesian team is just so fast.
Yeah, I don't think Evos is able to keep up. They have to concede a lot of these objectives here. They can't really force these 5 sets, especially since JPL doesn't have stall. Oh no.
Gonna go down. Fine, James. pretty tanky. That's of the wild charge safety. But the thing about it is that Soul, he needs more time. And Bambi one more time, getting focused by the entirety of PSGRQ. Flicker straight out this time. He managed to stay alive, but mid lane, you can see every single time we are on PSGRQ, they are the ones pressuring Evos back into their tower.
Yeah, and this is where James is really going to have the time of his life because of his inbuilt stats, because of the way Grok is. His early game with a bit of a lead can already pressure a lot of the Evos members out of their jungle if they decide to try and take a buff or try and find some kind of gold.
One more time, Divine Judgment, it does come through in the bottom lane. They do queue up to Turu. They want to go for more, but Potato leaving with the skin of their his teeth. Sorry, but they do get one kill, but the pressure is just insane.
Resurrecting soon.
I'm guessing that I'm guessing this game is going to go on. They're going to look to end it by next Lord already. They just have to accelerate themselves and make sure that Evos is unable to farm. It does get destroyed, however. Not going to make too much of a difference here. They get the steal.
Oh, that was actually pretty close. Potato did come in with the Incontinence, try to close the gap. He did have Retribution, but he didn't actually get in range of it.
Really unfortunate, but I mean, they gotta take their time here. Evos looking for any holes in PSG RRQ's play, but so far, they've just created a clear line where they don't let Evos move from out of their base.
At least now they still have mid our turret, so they're still giving a little bit of wiggle room to Evos, try and let them have this small little gap. But Abby, this is just insane. It's one after the other. He's getting focused so much. Oh no! Ace, he got caught against the Gunners barrier. A little bit of a misrotate coming in from Evos. PSG RQ with the punish once again.
Now, this is exactly what I was trying to say, as PSG RQ are creating this complete line. You move forward, you're going to die.
Oh no, there goes. He's just stun locked against the wall. No chance whatsoever, and this is a massacre. That's a good minion Fury, but you know what? That doesn't really matter because every single member of Evos just fall down. Two members left alive is Ace and Bambi because they just respawned. PSG RQ are not giving any mercy to the Singaporean squad.
Yep, they're already rotating quickly, trying to punish them. They're going straight for the input. Breaking it is going to allow them so much free room. Are they going to take one more? Looks like they are, as they break right to two inhibitor turrets with 35 more seconds on Lord.
This is insane here. Viva RRQ all the way. The Kings of Kings have finally come online, and they are nothing like yesterday. They are straight off the chopping blocks, not putting on stop at all.
Man, this is just so difficult, especially for Evos here. No windows to find so far, no positional advantages, and with such a huge...
Oh, Ace, this is just a replay because they're just getting caught out over and over and over. They're just controlling Bambi, uses the whip right on Lemon, but it doesn't matter at all. Lemon going off for the chase, that's a double kill for the Indonesian mage player, and they're going for more. That's going to be the last inhibitor. They have minions, they have members, they are going for the win here, Gideon. Here comes the darkening. So that's one, that's two, and it's not enough. It's forced back into third range, and they're going after the crystal. This is going to be game one over to PSG RRQ, and Gideon can't help but just admire the play of the Indonesian squad.
That was a crazy clicking game. So ridiculous. My goodness. I just the way they play their composition was just so good, and when they had just the slightest advantage, they really pushed for it. The side lanes were just too difficult to actually maintain, and a lot was put onto Potato there because the side lanes couldn't find any advantages.
Yep.
Mid lane had to rotate the side lanes to pick up 1 or 2 kills, but that just wasn't enough.
Right, let's look at the end game stats really quickly, just to give a quick recap to see, and let's talk a little bit about the stats here. Very straightforward. Lemon, clearly the MVP. He was insane on that Lunox.
Absolutely, and she was just able to go around with the help of her supports of Grok and Akai. And even if they do manage to get away, I Am Jago is there to just clean up house. So difficult to run away.
Do you think it's a drafting issue where, you know, Evos, they let go of the Lunox? Remember, they first double picked the Cho and the Kaya. They double tanked